Valenita Robertson here. Valenita Roberts, the Queen's Counsel, representing Mr. Palmer, along with Mr. Finson, and Miss Kimberly Whittaker, Junior Counsel.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Counsel. That's Mr. Bert Samuel, Mr. Jeremy Taylor, Mr. Robert Fletcher, Mr. Finson, Mr. Robert. So the result of the appeal is as follows. Appeal of Mr. Campbell, Palmer, Jones, and John against their respective convictions are all dismissed and the convictions are affirmed. Secondly, the decision in respect of sentence is further reserved pending receipt from counsel within 7 days of the date of this order. Of a brief note concerning the time spent on remand by each of the felons prior to being sentenced. The court will render its decision on sentencing in writing within 14 days of receipt of that note. And we should explain that the second order relates to the court's consideration of what pressure the defendant may be assessed for time spent. We should get a note from court telling us precisely what is the position of each of the defendants. Copies of the written judgment are available for counsel. Registrar of the court is momentarily going to dispatch full copy of the judgment to each counsel live stream, and the decision will also be placed on the court's website during the court's custody. The last thing I should say is that in relation to the submission regarding the sentence, I would ask the parties to transfer the file so that they can file the note on sentence at the Court of Appeal e-file address. The address is e-file, locate e-file at Court of Appeal, JM. And that is the position of the court. We are grateful, we are very grateful to all participants for taking the time and taking the effort to allow us to have this hearing by this member today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Well, that is it.
What is the second?
They have obviously looking at sentencing, because we argued that ground, that the sentence was excessive, and so they are obviously looking at the sentencing regime, what the sentence that was passed. I believe it was 35 years for Mr. Palmer, and for the co-accused it was 25 years.
But there haven't been any changes to the sentence?
No, they're saying they wish us to submit to them further information so that they can take a decision on what is the sentence that would be appropriate in the circumstances. Yes. So they are particularly asking for time spent in custody. So we will have to send, we have 7 days to send that material to them, and then you will hear what the sentence is that they think is appropriate, what they will take into account, and then they will make a decision on that.
Which is an indication that they have already agreed that it should be reduced, or they will be convinced by the arguments presented?
I would say they have already agreed it should be reduced, but as to by how much, yes, it should be reduced. Then it will depend on how long each person has been in custody. That seems to be the center of their decision, how long they have been in custody until trial. Right.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Did you have discussions with Mr. Palmer last evening when you got word of the?
No, well, you know, we are on lockdown, COVID lockdown, so there is no way they're going to allow us in the prison. But Mr. Finch and I will communicate with him through the authorities, and then we will take a decision on the matter. We actually have spoken to him already on the issue, so we have an idea where we are going. We were prepared for all eventualities. As you are well aware, we don't sit in the Court of Appeal, so we have to wait on this decision. So we have gotten it today, and I believe Mr. Finch is not here. But we work together, and I believe we'll be going to the Privy Council.
Are you surprised by this decision?
No, the public pressure is such that there's a lot of negative for Vybz Kartel from certain persons and certain areas of the society. So we expected it. But personally and professionally, I can tell you, my view, I was not in the trial. Remember that, I did not do the trial, it was Mr. Finson. But when I read the transcripts, which were 10 volumes, it was my view that he did not get a fair trial. So we are confident in that, and we will be pursuing that.
Too early now to talk about the points you will argue before the Privy Council.
Well, the entire bundles, we have to prepare all the bundles. We have to go for leave. That's the first thing.
Have denied the appeal. What do you need the extra 7 days for then?
Okay, they have given us 7 days to submit some papers. They give us a reasonable time because they know that there's a COVID shutdown right now and state of emergency. So they have given us sufficient time to get the matters before them. It's basically it, not anything great. And then we will hear from them again as to the sentence for each person separately.
So it is possible that the Court of Appeal will reduce the sentence?
Oh, that's a possibility. I think that is a real possibility.
But where it relates to getting him off completely, you will have to go to the Privy Council.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
On behalf of Sean Campbell only, but we were one team. We look at the judgment. It is the judgment, the written judgment that we are going to be appealing from. The written judgment of the Court of Appeal. So when did they say they would give that written judgment?
Momentarily.
Momentarily. We expect that the soft copy is now in cyberspace.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hope everybody is doing fine and trying to stay safe away from this madness that is going on out there. So guys, I'm sure that you all hear about the outcome of Vybz Kartel appeal verdict. You all know that it was handed down this morning, and we all know that it was not on his side. I know a lot of Gaza Nation, a lot of Gaza fans right now, they're not so happy, or they are not happy at all, because, you know, they was looking forward for the world boss to walk free. But guys, it's not the end of the world. He did say that if this was any other way, he was going to take this case to the High Court. And, you know, I was just wondering, why is it that Jamaica High Court is in London? I'm sure that other countries, they have their High Court within their own country. Why is it that the Jamaica High Court is in London, England? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's what, if somebody could just shed some light on that so I could, you know, understand more, I would appreciate that. So guys, we all know that they wasn't going to let out Vybz Kartel because they don't want to look like a puppet on a string. And they don't want the outer world to see them as you know, some people who don't know what they're doing. So, you know, as a way to keep him there, they had to do what they have to do. We know that Vybz Kartel was a very, very influential person. He got a lot of influence over the younger community. At least 70% of the younger people listen to Vybz Kartel music, and you know, people are saying that his music contributed to a lot of youths out there doing wrong things and doing this and doing that. But the justice system really wanted to shut this man up and shut him up for good, you know, because he has too much power out there. So regardless, y'all think that they sentenced Kartel based on the so-called killing of Clive Wizard Williams? I highly doubt that. I just think they do that because he was a very influential person, more influential than even the Prime Minister himself. So they had to find a way to shut him up, and that's what they did. You know what? We're gonna just lock him up and we're just gonna dash with the key. People, look, listen. For me, this is just my opinion. All I'm saying is that Clive Lizard Williams could be in some other country living his best life. Clive Lizard Williams is just a case of missing person for me. And if he is truly deceased, I have to say condolences goes out to his family, friends, and loved ones. You understand what I mean? But until DNA testing has proven otherwise, then I could say yes, that he has been murdered in that house. And why is it that the authorities were so quick in demolishing that house? You know, there was no outside forensic pathologist to come in and say, well, you know, we have found blood evidence, or we have found something, a body parts or something that belonged to the deceased, the so-called deceased. You know what I mean? Listen, no matter how a murder was committed in a house there and somebody constantly been hitting somebody like this, there's gonna be blood spatter hitting the ceiling, hitting the walls. There's gonna be some of his blood in the crevices below. No matter how you clean that up, that will never be erased. They're still gonna find some form of evidence to say yes, this was him. And they got something that they call luminol, right? Once you spray that on a place that you think a crime has been committed, that's gonna highlight and turn into purple, and then yes, you can say that somebody blood was there. And then you can always do further testing to find the remain or the remnants of blood that is left there to say yes, that this was the person. Kartel was just too influential, and the system had to put him away, and they had to put him away, and that's just it, period. They did not try Adidja Palmer, they tried Vybz Kartel, just for his music and the power that he have over the younger generation at hand. You know what I mean? And we all know that his trial was not fair from day one, because metadata has proven that, phone evidence has proven that it was being tampered with, and a lot of things has happened in this case. But for the justice system not to look like a puppet, they have to do what they have to do, because a lot of people was watching this trial just to see what was going to be the outcome. You understand me? But we have to say, Adidja Palmer, just go and hold the faith. All is not lost. Hopefully when you go to the Privy Council, the High Court in London, you'll get some form of justice. But go and hold strong. And to your kids, them, we just hope and pray for the best. Because me not wish prison for nobody boy picnic. Because I have brothers and I do have a son. And I'm not going to wish prison on nobody child. I don't care what he have done or what she have done. I'm not going to wish prison on nobody. But listen to me. If you're guilty, I have to say that, you know, you have to spend your time. But if you are not, only Father God alone knows. You understand? But we all know that you was not given a fair trial. And not only you alone, we have to still remember Sean Storm and the other two guys was also included in this. Why is it that you get a maximum 35 years? What happened to the X6 murder trial? Why is it that this guy was able to walk free? You know what I mean? He just going there for a couple of months, and until now, they say he was supposed to surrender his licensed firearm, and I don't think that firearm has been surrendered until now. He paid some money, he spent a couple months in jail, and he was out. You understand what I'm saying? But because it's Vybz Kartel, they had to put him away, and they had to put him away for good, because he have too much influence over people, and you know, he was even more popular than government themselves, and they cannot afford this to happen. Guys, do you all think that a lot of people paid money to keep this man behind bars? Do you all think that? Do you all think that the lawyer are in some agreement with people in trying to keep this man behind bars? Because these are top-end lawyers. These are big lawyers on this case, and this is the outcome of this case. Come on, man. I feel like you all could do a little better than this. Come on, man. Come on. You understand what I mean? But let's hope and pray for the best. They said that in 7 days, they have something that they're going to do in 7 days to see if he could get a reduced sentence or something like that. So, guys, let's keep your fingers crossed and see what's going to be the outcome of this. Until then, let me know what you think about the outcome of this murder appeal. And our prayers goes out to both sides of families, not only him, also to Clive Williams, if in truth he's been deceased. I'm out. Peace.